Let me quickly share with you how to make this rich, flavorful, and delicious Ghanaian chicken stew made the easy way. Happy New Month and a very warm welcome to my channel. So if this sounds like your kind of vibe, then please sit back, relax, and then enjoy. Thank you. Since we're making chicken stew today, I'm starting off by placing my chicken into a bowl. And the next thing to add will be some lemon juice, and I'm adding as much as I can, since this will help get rid of any unwanted smell or any off aroma from the chicken. And once that's done, I'll fill the bowl with some water and I'll gently scrape off that yellow layer of the legs of the chicken. I also give it a good and thorough clean off camera. So if you like a step-by-step breakdown on how I prep and marinate my chicken in detail, I'll pin a link in the comment section so you can check it out. And now that the chicken is nice and clean, I'll go ahead and season it, and I'm using my go-to mix. That's chicken seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, some garlic and ginger powder, a flavorful herb and spice blend, some powdered pepper, and a pinch of salt. Then I'll give everything a good mix until it's beautifully coated, and I'll let this marinate for at least 2 hours before cooking. You can also leave it to marinate overnight if there's time or if you have enough time. It only gets better. Now let's prep the marinade for the chicken. So to a blender or in a blender, I'm adding some green chillies, some garlic, fresh rosemary, some Star Aniseed, ginger, scallions, and some medium-sized onions. Then I'll blend everything together until it's smooth and aromatic. So it's been 3 hours now and it's now time to get cooking. I have my pot ready. I'll add in the seasoned chicken and rinse the bowl with water, just a little amount to catch all that flavor. And then I'll pour in the fresh marinade we just blended. And I'm just using the right amount to suit my taste. I'll give everything a quick mix and also taste it for salt. And everything is perfect. And I'll be cooking this on medium heat for about 30 minutes since I'm using soft chicken. And while that's going on, it's time to build some thick flavor for our stew. So in a baking tray, I'm adding some chopped scallions, also known as spring onions. I also added some rosemary and lots of onions. Yes, we love onions here, so yes. I also added some bell peppers, mixed bell peppers to be precise, and I'm using generous amounts of the bell peppers. I also added some green chilies and drizzled some oil all over. Now you're going to roast this in the oven and it will bring out all the natural flavor that we need. Please feel free to add some fresh tomatoes or garlic. Well, unfortunately, I didn't have. So I'll be roasting this for about 150 degrees for like 20 minutes until I'm happy with the outcome. It's been 30 minutes and the chicken is perfectly cooked, so I'll just set it aside and allow it to cool down while I'll preheat my pot for the next step. And in a blender with some marinade or some leftover marinade, I'm adding lots of pepper and one medium-sized onion, some scallions, and I'll blend this until it's smooth and nice. Our pot is hot, so I'm just adding in some oil, and when I'm done, I'll add the cooked chicken, and I'm adding as much as I can or as much as it can fit the pot. And well, it's on fire. I'll just check on the veggies that's roasting in the oven. Just look at that, looking all beautiful. So I'll just set that aside as well. Now remember the pepper we blended minutes ago with the leftover marinade? I'll just pour them into a bowl and set it aside for later while I check on the chicken, which is already frying out beautifully. And once it's golden, I'll just take them out and fry the next batch of camera. But just look at how beautiful it's looking already. Now it's time to blend those oven roasted vegetables, and I'm just transferring them from the tray straight to the blender, and I'm blending this until it's smooth. And just look at the chicken. It's golden, crispy edges and full of flavor. Next thing to do will be to start with our stew. This is where the magic happens. So in a pot, I'm adding some oil. This is the same oil I used to fry the chicken because we are not about to waste all that flavor. That oil is packed with taste, so don't skip it. The next thing to add will be some sliced onions. And I use 3 medium-sized onions here. And I'll be frying this for about 4 minutes or until they are soft and slightly golden. After 4 minutes, I'll go in with some tomato paste, and I'm using just 3 ladles of it. And I'll be frying this on medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. But take your time with this step as it helps build deep, rich, and flavorful base for the stew. 10 minutes later, it's time to add the oven roasted vegetables that we blended earlier. So I'll just add it to the stew and give the blender a quick rinse with just small amounts of water. Nothing goes to waste here. And I'll be frying this down for about 5 minutes before I add the next ingredient. About 5 minutes into frying that down, I'm adding the pepper blend that we made earlier with the leftover marinade. This is packed with flavor, so make sure you give everything a good stir until it's fully combined. Then I'll go ahead and pour in some rich stock from the boiling chicken. Now I choose to add the stock early so that it has enough time or more time to cook down properly or beautifully, and also infuse the stew with even more beautiful and natural flavor. Now, if I had added the fresh tomatoes to the veggies earlier, I'll be done by now. But since I didn't have some in stock, I'll be frying this base for about 15 minutes before adding some canned tomatoes. And I'm using 2 cans, so that's about 800 grams. So keep note. And at this point, I'll let everything cook down for about 35 to 40 minutes, and this step is key. We want all that excess moisture to evaporate so that we are left with a thick, rich stew. Make sure to stir consistently and keep it on medium heat to avoid burning. If you're still here with me and you've watched this far, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your support. And a very warm welcome to both my new and old subscribers. If you're still here and enjoying, please don't forget to share with others and subscribe, and also share the video with someone who would love this recipe too. So now back to our stew. It's been cooking for 30 minutes now with consistent stirring, and the flavor is building up beautifully at this stage. So I'll go ahead and add in some mackerel and a bit of canned tuna for that extra depth of flavor. When I'm done, I'll just give it a quick stir, then go ahead with some curry powder. I'll go in with some curry powder and my preferred seasoning, and then with a pinch of salt. I'll stir it all together until it's well combined and looking delicious. But it was already late at this point, so I just covered the stew and left it overnight. The next day, this is what we're working with. Just look at that. It's looking all beautiful. I'll just give it a quick stir, and I'll begin by adding our fried chicken. And I'm using as much as I want, or adding as much as it can fit. And once that's all in, I'll mix everything gently until everything is beautifully combined in the stew. At this point, I'll just lower the heat and I'll let it simmer for the next 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're good. Remember to cook this down on a very low heat. You don't want to burn it at this stage. And just like that, we've made a very delicious and easy Ghana chicken stew. And this chicken stew goes with almost everything. You can enjoy it with some yam, plantain, rice, spaghetti, potatoes, or whatever you're craving for. I had mine with rice. Yes, just as you seen. Thank you so much for staying with me till the very end. I hope this video was helpful. And if you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to share and then subscribe for more easy and delicious recipe. And also don't forget to check out other amazing videos on the channel. But until next time, have a blissful week and don't forget to follow us on all socials. Bye bye.